Hey everyone, David here with a quick video on Deluxe Advanced Squad Leader. This originally came out with the original releases of Streets of Fire and Hedgerow Hell dating back to the 1980s. And it was modernized, if you will, in 2019 with the release of Deluxe Advanced Squad Leader. Purpose of this video is to show you how exciting this game can be, especially if you use models like I do. Getting down to brass tacks. What you can see here is one of the Deluxe ASL map boards laid out with two models on it. On the left, a Panzerkampfwagen 5G, and on the right, a T-34-85. In front of us, we see some of the cards that come along with it, and I'm just going to get into a little bit of discussion. First, about the models. The models here on the left, the Panther, and on the right, the T-34-85. They're pushed in a little close here so you can see them. The idea was you could use a 6 millimeter scale models, originally from GHQ out of the United States. Please don't ask me the scale, but they're basically set for this level. The idea is it adds a little bit more, well, appeal, I'm going to say, especially for those that were into miniature models. Now, unlike the counters that you play with, you can see here the models have absolutely no information on them. That's why they came up with this with the AFV cards. What we have here are two examples of the AFV cards. Originally with Streets of Fire, you got all the German and the Russian AFV cards. With Hedgerow Hell, you got the Americans, and later you could buy you could go online and you could buy the Brits and so forth. That said, there are third-party producers out there who do have the cards in their entirety. Here's two examples. We'll bring one in and we'll examine it and see what kind of stuff is on there. Here's a card for the T-34-85. Starting on the top left, we can see all the information. For example, medium tank, base point value, how much its weight was, rarity factor, and so on, including its main armament and any special ammo notes. Also notice on the top right, over here, we have all the armor factors, front and side. It even takes into account the fact that in this case, you have a superior turret on the flank armor. Well, further down on the right is a brief synopsis of the Chapter H notes with anything key in there. For example, it says that this AFV may possibly carry smoke dischargers. Use this rule and that, of course, being ASL, there's an exception. Then on to the left, we have from the letters A to F down the side, allowing for up to 6 tanks. And it has information, and you can read it right across. From main armament information, special ammo, whether it's used as a smoke discharger, and any information on armor leaders. To that end, there are some certain counters that will go with the AFV cards. I'll show these now. There are the chits. Left to right, the first 4, they're basically that go along with any special ammo, be it APCR, white phosphorus, heat, AP, smoke, whatever. Next, we have the ones that we see we put on our counters anyway. Main armament malfunction, bow, coax, and anti-aircraft malfunctions. How they be laid out is as follows. Here's an example of a card in play. Starting with Tank A, we can see that its main armament has malfunctioned. Tank B has attempted to shoot and has run out of APCR. And finally, Tank Charlie has a malfunction, it's BMG. Of course, how you label these from A to F is up to you, but typically you can just simply put maybe a target acquisition number behind it with the appropriate letter. That's what I like to do. So there you have it. AFVs being used in Deluxe ASL. I think it's a fun way to play the game. Yeah, the models might be a little bit more, but they're easy to paint. Usually I paint them black. Then I add on a color, and as you can see with the Panther, there's a little bit of camouflage, and also I took a fine brush to the T-34-85. Doesn't really show up much here, but it does show up a little bit better. Anyway, adds a little bit of appeal, tabletop appeal, especially if you're trying to get more people in. The alarm went off. Especially if you're trying to appeal, what I'm going to say is tabletop appeal for those that maybe come across you in a game store. All right, that's all I have. Thanks for watching and take care. Happy gaming.